Ashes is our fire department therapy canine. She joined us in late October and is a pretty significant component of our fire department's mental health program. About 6-7 years ago, we started a program with an embedded mental health specialist, and so that program has kind of led itself into finding some new and creative ways to help reduce stress overall in the firehouse. And the addition of Ashes has been one of those components for us to help with that stress reduction in the firehouse, just sort of on a daily basis. But then also having her long-term as she goes through her training, learning how to do therapy canine work. So working in a group setting, maybe when firefighters are doing a debrief from a critical incident, learning how to help firefighters work through those processes and sort of the mental challenges that come along with that exposure as well. And so we do training with our assigned trainer once a week, and then it's kind of like a train-the-trainer program where he gives us our homework and we work with Ashes for the next week. And then we come back after that week and we spend another couple hours with our trainer and sort of work on whatever needs to be worked on from there. So it'll take her about a year to get certified as a service dog. And then once she's done with her service dog certification, she'll have some extra training that that'll help be a part of her therapy training, so to speak. Yeah, so daily for Ashes, she gets up with me in the morning. I get up at about 5:15 in the morning. She gets up, comes into work with me. She hangs out in my office for a little while I do my morning routine here. And then she gets to have breakfast after the morning settles down. And one of the unique things about having a service dog is that from a handling perspective, whether it's myself or firefighter Christy Shostrom, who's also one of her handlers, she gets all of her feedings done by hand. So her breakfast and her dinner and sort of everything in between there is fed by hand from one of us. Which helps to build a relationship and then also helps Ashes to realize sort of that who's in charge process. So she starts to see that really kind of alpha or, person that's in charge of her and guiding her. So after we do breakfast in the morning, we'll do a little bit of work with that breakfast. So those hand feedings both provide her with her meal, but they also provide us with an opportunity to do some obedience training. And so we use that as an opportunity to reinforce the obedience training that she's learning right now as part of her service dog training. And then after that, she gets time to just kind of hang out in the firehouse, whether that's with the firefighters or if they're busy, she might just be hanging out in my office. And seems like most of the time catching up on some sleep. As a growing puppy, the days are busy for her, so she does quite a bit of napping in my office. But otherwise, she's just around the firehouse. She's available for firefighters to come and hang out with. It's a long game, and so the benefits will be long-term for us, but even in the short-term, puppy love, as I like to call it, right? Who doesn't like to snuggle and hang out with a puppy and spend some time with a puppy? So even from that sort of initial just lightheartedness that a puppy brings to the firehouse, that's been a huge component for the firefighters. And one of the things that we try really hard for them is to make it so that their experience is on the receiving end of the benefit and not on the work side of it, right? So training a dog to be a service dog takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of focus. And if you've got puppies at home or you've had dogs at home, you understand just raising a puppy is a lot of work. And so we've tried really hard, myself and Christy, to take the work off of the general fire department and the rest of the firefighters so that they can receive the benefit of having Ashes around. But not have to deal with, a puppy who's chewing on everything and teaching a dog how to sit and stay and all the obedience that comes along with it. But from a department perspective, it's been really well received. Folks really enjoy having her around the firehouse. And on a broader perspective from city staff, she takes trips to all the city buildings over the police department and city hall, the license center, to visit with all of the city staff on a pretty regular basis, and brings that same sort of joy and opportunity for just a break from the monotony of every day and sort of interrupting the work day to help people kind of reflect and reduce the overall stress. So the reception from the community as a whole has been really great, and so we really do appreciate that. They've really embraced all of our mental health program and supported it, but just her being one more part of that's been really fantastic too. So while we're in the first few steps of this process and this program, I think the future is really bright, and it's a lot broader than just having a dog who hangs out in the firehouse with us, and we're pretty excited about that.